What is going on YouTube? XG and Task Force 1 here, and farming, going to be doing a Farming Simulator 15 video. As you can already see here, we're in the menu. Here's the start menu. So for Xbox 360, PS3 won't have it, but multiplayer, you got here your tutorials here, achievements, options, credits, quit. I'm gonna say it's gonna be probably the same for Xbox One. It'll look pretty much like this, as it is pretty much the same thing. So first we're gonna go to career here, and I'm gonna start up a new save. And so you got easy, normal, hard. Go ahead, do normal, and you will start out with Zornholm and Westbridge Hills. Zornholm has smaller fields, it's a bit more nitty-gritty, grindy. Westbridge Hills is more of an American map. This Zornholm is a European-style map, small, kind of clustery. Westbridge is big, open, big and open. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Zornholm because it's got kind of a forestry area, and forestry is a good part of Farming Simulator 15. So we're gonna go ahead and load this up. And adjust my microphone real quickly here. Alright, that should work. Alright, there we go. I am running this on the most uber settings that you can run, so I am running 1080p right now, but there is a kind of it's a graphics modification that adds 2K and 4K. It adds 2048 by 2048 and 4K, whatever it is, 4096, I believe. So go ahead, those are some mods. No, but yeah, this is going to be a kind of playthrough, kind of explaining how things are done. So it'll be on your D-pad back and forth, which for me is tab. So you will start out with these vehicles on Zornholm. Here's the shop where you can buy vehicles, and here's the header. So I've got a mod where I can custom on demand start and stop my vehicles, and I have 4-wheel drive too. I'm going to go ahead and put 4-wheel drive on the worker, release the handbrake, and you press X to unfold this harvester. It needs to be unfolded, and then if you want to, you can press B and turn on the harvester. It will come on, and you go ahead and drive. And I also have a modded dirt texture too, so you can go ahead and harvest the field, which isn't a bad idea. Farming Simulator is really grindy at first, so go ahead and just right on here. Go ahead and press Alt H for my HUD hider. Alright, so you can do one of two which ways to harvest the field. You can go in rounds, or you can go in rows. If I'm playing multiplayer, I will do rounds, but with my pipe on the outside. So I'm going counterclockwise right now. I'd be going clockwise if I was in multiplayer. And this is a nice easy turn, so that's why I do circles around the field, or squares, I guess, around the field. And it is a rear wheel steering vehicle, so you have to get used to the controls. Oops, my bad. Driving off course here. Yes, that does have a backup alarm. You'll probably need to turn your game settings down, but for regularly playing, full volume isn't that bad because you can adjust on your speakers, but on recording it doesn't care if it's on 100%. You won't be able to hear yourself. For recording, it's about 20. And so here we've got a time scale, so turn it down to real time, but you can do 5 times time, 15, 30, 60, and 120 times. Missions we will get into eventually I'm gonna go ahead and do no missions for now. Plant growth, you can do fast, normal, slow, or turn it off. Plant withering you can do on or off. I'll go ahead and leave plant withering on and leave it on normal plant growth. Here's your map, automatic help. So the little F1 menu that's up over here is your automatic help. You can invert stuff, and then it gives you a little briefing, save and quit. Xbox One, for consoles, it will be through your start menu. You do your fast forward time. Like I can do my fast forward time off of my keyboard with the keys 7 and 8 above my keyboard, not my numpad. But you've got your you've got beacons, you've got front lights, back lights on this guy, which can rear work lights can be adjusted by using the numpad 6, or you can just alter it with F, and so that will be on whatever it may be on controller. So I've got Farming Simulator 15 isn't out for console yet as of the time of this recording, but some people I know are getting it, so I'm going to go ahead and do this tutorial for them mainly, and people that really don't know what the game is about. And the game is farming, as it hints, but it's really in-depth, guys. I caught 2013 around the release of it on console. I caught the release of it on console. I didn't have a gaming PC at the time, so I wasn't doing YouTube and playing, but there's such huge improvements over 15 and 13. So let's go ahead and do Alt FH. Just hide that Control K to get that out of there. So I guess it's chilling on my screen. Okay, so right down here is your HUD. You've got you can do kilometers, miles per hour, and there might be one other. It's only that. But you can adjust your money. So I'm in the U.S., so we have dollars. So they've got U.S. dollars. They've got British pounds and the euro that you can adjust to. And it is 7:27 in the morning. That's also a mod. This is a mod. That is also. But down here, I'll go ahead and do that. So this is what your HUD will normally look like if your attachment is on, which we can see it is on. If we turn it off, it will go green. And the this little guy up here in front of the vehicle, as you raise and lower it, it will indicate that. So let's go ahead and continue on harvesting. There we go. Let's get course layout. I'm gonna go ahead and just harvest the field for now. But after harvesting, I think that's all we will get in today is the harvest and the cultivation or plowing of the field. So I'm probably just gonna cultivate it. Because plows really aren't useful for anything except for like expanding upon the fields that you have. But just like any other driving game for console, your triggers will be your controls. And I don't know if they will do it, let you, but this will be cool if they do. Whenever Giants releases it, is set your own controls. So Xbox 360 hasn't really had it, so it's kind of a console thing of you got controls and that's all you got. But it would be really cool if they were to start putting adjustable controls in. So I went ahead and switched counterclockwise because I'm gonna probably end up getting full here soon. So O will put out the spout, which is how you empty a harvester. You drive a trailer under the spout, and once you're full, the player can drive along, or you can drive along, empty the harvester, and you'll be good. But what else was I going to say? I forgot. But Oh yeah, a new feature in FS15 versus FS13 is blinkers. In-game vehicles have blinkers, which is your numpad. 1 is your left blinker, 2 is your hazards, and 3 is your right blinker. So, for those of you guys that like to play really realistically, there you go. Usually whenever I'm playing by myself, I won't really use it. I don't really use them. But upon playing on a server, whenever you do play on a server, it does make, I've noticed, whenever you're the combine harvester, whenever you're driving the combine on a server, if it's in the middle of the night, those beacons just make it a little bit easier for whoever's running the trailer to find you in the field. Because you've got that light, which doesn't really render too far off, and then you've got your real flashy lights. And if you're running on 1080p, which Xbox One does support, I don't know, this game may come on 720 and have the option of running 1080, but it'll probably just be running 1080. But the crisp of that light you can see for a long ways off. And whenever it gets night here, you'll see a yellow strobing across the map. It's because there's a lighthouse over off that side of the hill, and it just kind of like yellow flashes across your screen, which sometimes is a hitter for. Okay, so my FPS counter isn't getting picked up, but I got 560 frames, so I'm good. But it does hit your graphics sometimes, but it's usually not too bad. And I don't know what version the Xbox and PlayStation, the console versions, will be released on. This is version 1.2.10. It told me they added the feature where it shows you in the bottom right of the menu finally. It's only the second update, but we've got 2 DLCs, so I'll use my DLCs, but I'll try to stay away from mods for those people that are on console, because console isn't going to exactly have mods. But Xbox One is being known for having a lot of exclusive content. Forza Motorsports, or Forza Horizons 2 has so many DLCs, and Xbox Battlefield 4 on Xbox One is 32v32. Everything's amplified, so I'd imagine they'll have some mod packs, but I'll go ahead and stick to the in-game stuff. So as we can see here, we're only at 43% full, and this is a unfertilized field. A unfertilized field will produce you lower yield than what it traditionally would. If you were to fertilize it, you would get so much more yield. And straw we'll get into in a little bit later, but it is it's not really a need right now. We don't have anything to collect it, so I'm not gonna throw it down. But yeah, I do have modified textures for the ground, which I really like the look of versus the in-game stuff. That's one thing that could be improved is ground textures, but I'm sure that'll be a thing in FS17. But I'm already seeing some big improvements that they could do in FS17 versus FS15, but FS15's got huge improvements over FS13, guys. I'm pretty sure FS13 was the first game that it was not classified as a indie game. Giant started out making Farming Simulator 09 on computer as a indie game, so they weren't all high def textures like the games were back in 09 when it first came out. It came out at the end of 08. But now they are being they're getting bigger. Giants is getting bigger. Farming Sim is getting more popular, and the Steam group right now for Farming Simulator, there's like 150,000 people in that Steam chat, or Steam sub-forums, if you call it. As you can see, we have, we didn't get too much yield, like I said, because it was unfertilized. I could have thought that they would get at least a full harvester from this field, so okay, whatever. Let's leave you running. Let's run over here, and this will be your starting setup for your tipper. Your tipper is your trailer that you haul your grain in. It'll be a small dinky tractor, or that guy that's chilling over there. So go ahead and if you see this indicator right down here, that means that you can attach. So you will press Q, or it may be A for consoles, or X for PS3, PlayStation. I'm not familiar with PlayStation, so. But you go ahead and empty him out. A new cool thing they did is they added like the way that the grain piles in there. Used to in FS13, it would just kind of all fill in as a plane, but as it dumps in a more of a specific spot, it will dump in that spot and spread out. So we're gonna go ahead, take it on over here to our silos, and silos is where you can store your crop before you sell it, so you can get an abundance of it and sell it. Okay, yep, silos. Got it, know about it. Not for now, just gonna take this guy right on up here. And you know what? I guess I'll do a plow job because this guy's down here. So we've got a bigger field, field 38 here. Go ahead, have him start getting plowing up. We're cultivating up that field, and we will be plowing over here. So here's your, this is your seeder, and we've got a front weight that's 700 kilograms, so that's the smallest front weight there is, which is a counterweight. So now that that guy's parked, that field's harvested, we're going to get that combine off the field, but sitting right here waiting for us, we've got a 1,000 kilogram weight. And so that's the medium line weight, so that's for doing stuff like plowing. Like I said, I prefer cultivating over plowing. It takes, oh, okay, that's a 700, I guess. I thought we had a 1,000 around here. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be real fun with the 700. But this guy is small enough to where this will independently pick it up, but there's ones that have wheels for whenever you're just going down the road. Go ahead and turn our hood on. So yeah, this is folded up. There's an option here, which is O, which allows you to create field so you can expand upon your field. So you can get a little bit bigger, a little bit more of a yield out of your field. But for now, we're just gonna line this guy up right here and get this harvester off the field so that we can start plowing this field. So plowing is what you have to do after you harvest. So you plow or cultivate, and that gives you fresh cultivated ground, which, oh boy, that's a real big dip going through there. Wow. But it allows you to sow, which is seeding. Sowing, seeding is some difference. You don't want to get technical, it's sowing. Let's go ahead and just park this guy right in here for now. Go ahead and shut that guy off. He's going along. As you can see, they make pretty good progress. They make some really good progress, actually. But we're just going to go ahead here and get back to here. And so what you're going to need to do for... I'm going to go ahead and lock all that up. But what you're going to do is line up that furthest furrow with the edge of the field, and you will press V. And since it's on cultivate or plow fields only, it won't make new fields. So if you run off the field, it'll be fine. But yeah, this guy is a really small plow. I definitely suggest getting into something a little bit bigger. What you're going to be plowing is, and as you can see, it pulls really hard to the right. Wow, yeah, that pulled a lot harder to the right than I thought it would. And as you can see, the tractor disappearing. And if we go ahead and take 4-wheel drive off, that mod, the mod that I have that allows that 4-wheel drive takes off 4-wheel drive. 4-wheel drive is on standardly, and so you don't have to worry about it. It'll automatically does it. But if you go ahead and press B, that will turn the plow, so that way you can make that pass again, but make it out to the right, so that way you're not plowing over what you just plowed. So we're gonna go ahead and sink the plow and continue on going. As you can see, it's really wanting to pull on me. But I don't think this thing can handle the next size up plow that there is. And yeah, let's press insert here. Go to our finances. So we've got $5,000 and $100,000 loan. So we can draw 200. So that's only 100,000. I don't have anything to get better equipment right now. Not even gonna worry about a tractor until we get up to like this guy at least. I like the Puma. The Puma's 203 horse, so it's a good sized tractor. The Lamborghini also, but it's starting to get real expensive real quick going up through here. I wouldn't suggest playing around with these little guys here. That are all right around 100 horse. This one's 148 for 82,000, so that's a good server tractor, I would say. But we've got these guys which are 148 horsepower also, so these guys are not too bad. And I can't see because of that tree. So let's go ahead and line up here. Yeah, like I said, all we're going to probably get in is the cultivating or the plowing of this field and the harvesting of it. So it's I'm going to try to keep these a little bit shorter, probably around 40 minutes, so that way they're not super short episodes, but they don't take up part of your day, a whole part of your day. Because there's a few guys that I do watch, I do like 3-4 hour videos, so you literally just sit there and watch it all day. But I don't really want it to be like that because people don't really have that time. So we're just gonna go ahead and keep on going. Plowing is kind of difficult, and I would not suggest hiring a worker to do it because they will screw the end of these fields up. They'll leave like diamonds at the end because they stop running right here, so you have that uncultivated stuff right there. They go on, line up again, and then you've got like a diamond right there, or like a triangle, and you're like, what the hell? Why would you do that? Bonehead. But as you can see, that tool's getting dirty, and our tractor's getting a little bit dirtier too. So that's a nice feature in FS15. Vehicles get dirty. In FS13, once again, they did not. So, I mean, really, FS15 is a good game for what it is. Improvements, that's why they continuously make these games. And the Unimog for PC also has not come out. Once the Unimog does come out, though, I will be sure to use it in this series because the Unimog is by far probably one of my favorite mods. That and HUD Hider, which is this guy, Alt H. Get that guy out of here. Which is that? It takes your HUD away. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave it on. As you can see, we're slipping a little bit right there, so let's go ahead and lock everything. Just do forward drive actually. So we also own field 24. That's right now in front of us. You can see down here on our mini map. We're working field 29 right now. So we can go ahead and get that seated up. And plowing takes a pretty good amount of time, so it might be able to pull that 2.5. We're only doing 2 meters at a time. Ooh boy, that's a big jump. 150. Yeah, this is 148, so this could pull that. It would really struggle though. 205. And cultivators, I wouldn't even say messing with till you got to 6 meters. But for starters, once you start out with this little Pottinger 30280D sower. But the first thing I would say is go get this Rapid A600S. And this machine, the sower, does wheat, barley, canola, and grass. It seeds, has a working width of 6 meters, which is a good improvement over what we have right now. We're only doing 3 with our cultivator, but our hired workers using our cultivator, so can't use it. But this guy cultivates the ground, so you don't need to run a cultivator before this guy. So it's you knock out 2 steps in one. Alright guys, sorry about that. I had to go AFK real quick. Take care of a couple things, so make a cut real quick, and we're going to continue on plowing. Really, plowing is tedious, because you pretty much have to do it by yourself. And just work. So I definitely suggest getting bigger equipment before you start investing in fields, because we do have that big field 34 down. It's down around the corner. It's not too far. So that's a good sized field. So definitely be taking advantage of that. But I will be getting a mod, I think, that I know it will be coming out because it's made by Giants. The Vaderstead DLC pack. So what that adds, if we go and take a look, it'll just be under here in Xbox One, and you'll use your bumpers to move this sideways. So here we have a brands for the in-game stuff, and then we have our mods. So the Vaderstead cedar it's a 3 meter cedar, so it's a small cedar still, but it cultivates. And that guy's 35,000, so that will be 70,000 if we buy 2 of them, versus 52. So it is cheaper to get this guy. So we're going to be saving up and getting this guy. But first off, before we do anything else, we're going to be buying a fertilizer spreader here for 14,600, which we will be doing probably next episode. Probably be getting a smaller tractor, but it'll have a front loader on it, so that will be nice. So yeah, I'm really looking to start putting out more videos. It's really it's pretty time consuming doing YouTube videos. You'll probably record for 3 hours and then edit for 1, and you'll end up with probably a 45-minute video or so. So that's real fun. And there are more in-depth things to the game, and we'll get a little bit of a kind of a cheap money right now. We go to animals and we can buy chickens, which they will lay eggs. They cost $70, so we'll get probably 5 of them for now. Sounds good. We have 5. You can get 10 of them for right now. It'll be $700, so we'll be down at $14.50, $45.50, and maintenance. So they will cost you $1 a day, but they lay you eggs, and each egg gets you $20. So. And you have to click this for each time you want one. So it automatically says you own 1. So let's go ahead and buy 11. You own 11. So I just bought 10 because you own a rooster. And as you can see, they're showing up in the chicken coop now. So that's kind of cool. And there's sheep and cows, but they require a little bit more advanced equipment than what we have right now. And chickens are just kind of buy and collect eggs every once in a while. So I think we might do that after here in a little while. So I'm saying this is probably going to be about a 45-minute video. Try to keep them around there. I guess it's that way that I don't get god awfully long. But again, not a 20-minute video to where it's so short you don't get anything out of it. And oftentimes I'll start watching long videos just for pastime. So I kind of like the 45-minute ones, so because sometimes that's all you have is 45 minutes to do something. 45 minutes or an hour, so I do like those lengths of videos. 20 minutes really is not enough time to go get a good video in. So I'm going to tell you what, we're going to go ahead and head on down to the shop. So here's your main farmyard. So you've got two routes to the shop. I'll be showing you one right now. So you've got this paved way, which I would suggest doing with like a loaded semi. Seeds, yes, that's for seeding. If you've got the loaded semi, I would suggest using this road here. But for a tractor, which that's a little bit longer of a route, we'll take that route on the way back. But there's the field we're working. Just drive on through the farmyard and then turn down here. And this is kind of a paved road. It's not really clean looking one. I'd say this is more of a gravel road. It's not dirt anymore. But coming down through here with FS15's physics, it can be tricky sometimes because you will get going sideways and backwards and all kinds of stuff going down this hill. So you really got to watch your speed whenever you come down here. With this, it's not too bad because all it does is 26 miles an hour. But some tractors that are doing 38 or 44 miles an hour, off JCB over here, that's a DLC, so I'll be getting into that definitely because I know that will be coming up. But we're going to go ahead and drop off. Here's the store. We're going to go ahead and drop off the plow right there. Pull forward. And it's not necessary to do this. You can do it through the P menu right here. You can do it through here. You go to garage and then sell whatever through here, and that you can see. But if you come to here, you can sell vehicle directly, and so you will get 20 or 25, 30% more for selling it like this. So there's our plow. We will get 9,000. We've got 13,000 now. And for plows, need 22. So let's go ahead and press insert. Bring up our finances. Borrow. Let's yeah, just 30,000 will be good. Go ahead and buy our plow. Now we also have $20,000 because you do have a daily maintenance fee, and so that gets brought out continuously, and that you're paying workers, like I'm paying a worker to do that field. So yeah, this is a lot bigger of a plow, I can tell you right now. Yeah, see, this one has a wheel that it sits on. It's got a little caster wheel there, and it brings up, and it's got working lights also. Yeah, this tractor does not have a VP, so when you know it actually. Let's do this here. Since we do have a good amount, a decent amount of money, we will go ahead and yes, vehicle shop, thank you. I know. Go ahead, bring that guy off like that. Probably bust off that caster wheel there. Sell the weight for $360. And come in here, go to weights. Yeah, see, I've got a 1,000. But I know I will probably want the 1,600 kilogram weight, which is the biggest in-game weight. But I'm going to go ahead and throw that on the front of this, so that way we can get some front wheel traction going on, get some good traction going on. It may seem like that's a fairly decent load on this tractor. So, but coming back out, yeah, don't worry about the road right now. It spawns your stuff out here too. So That's all spawn area for whenever you start buying. You got like stupid amounts of money, and you just start buying stuff. But we're just gonna go ahead and okay. So yeah, there's apparently some physics things going on right now in the game. So that wheel should just coast along with us, not be bouncing. Okay, but yeah, as you can see here, you got a little bit of the slope. It's putting a pretty decent load on the engine right now, so it's coming on through. We've got a working fuel gauge and speedometer and tachometer in the cab. And 360-degree view, pretty much. Oh boy, better watch what I'm driving. So yeah, there is first person. But right here is that road that I was talking about, and that's a straw heap or grass pile. But you go ahead and come on up here. This is a bit shyer. It's a lot shyer of an angle than that road over there is. This is more of a road. That's more of just like a short guess, I guess you could call it. So, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that caster wheel. There's some sort of physics going on. Alright, let's go ahead and 1, 2, and 3 sets your cruise control. 1 lowers your cruise control speed, and 3 sets it, 2 raises it. Okay, so yeah, it's still doing that a real low mile or so. Yeah, there's something funny going on with the game. Alright. And as you can see, we're back at the farm. And here we have storage for sugar beet, or wood chips, sugar beet, and potatoes here on the end. But we're going to go ahead and get back to plowing. So, now that we've got a better sized plow, let's go ahead and press X. It'll lift up, put good load on the tractor now. Like that's a lot bigger of a plow. That half a meter made a real big difference. And we're probably going to notice it too, as far as the engine goes. I'm pulling it. Okay, so it's not seeming to be too bad. Okay, so this guy's wanting to pull to the left, it feels like. Actually, let go of my forward key there, so. Alright. So what you can do here for reference is just kind of put your tire in this rut right here. Drive your tire in the rut, and you will always pretty much have a perfect plow. So you just stick it in that rut, and as you can see, I kind of is a little bit over the place, so I'm just going to put it in the second rut and get it all nice and evenly lined up. So my tire's going along in that rut. It's kind of funny to see with these, with this texture going on, but as you can see, back to that line, I'm still on it, and you can hear me with the activation of the key because I'm having to press them like no freaking amount to keep that thing straight. So, but yeah, after we get done, actually let's park and brake on so that way that guy don't drive off. Yeah, he's almost done seeding or cultivating, I mean. So the cultivator you just drive over, and it's 3 meters right behind you. But the cultivator you can't expand upon fields with it. Where the plow you can. But the plows require more horsepower. So alright, let's go ahead, get back in here, kick the parking brake off, get lined up here. Once again, put our wheel in that rut. With plow spec tractors, they are better, but they are indeed a mod. But the side that goes in the rut will kind of fall into the rut, and it will keep you straight going. Because these ruts are probably 8 inches deep in real life. So it'll put it down in there, and that'll act like a guidance, and you just pretty much go forward and you'll stay going straight. Like this has got a pretty wicked pull to the left or right whenever you start getting going. But plowing is time consuming, and so is cultivating. But cultivating you don't have to be. You should still probably be. So here's texture difference again though. That's plowed, that's just cultivated. So, and that's harvested. And we will be seeing seeded here in a moment. Possibly in this episode. And kind of took like a 5-minute break. Went and got something to drink. Got a phone call through, so I took care of that. So be right around 50 minutes on my recording, which we're coming up on 43. So. Yeah, this is things wanting to pull to the. It's wanting to pull to the left. So that's something with plowing, is that you have to be spot on with it, or you'll start going all over the place. But cultivating, because it's directly behind the tractor, you don't have to worry about it. Once again, and that's just B to flip the plow, and you press V to lift the plow, and X flips it on PC. Those controls I couldn't tell you on Xbox. I could tell you Xbox's controls, but yeah, this thing's really wanting to grab with. And also, you can kind of see how that lines up with those back wheels. So really, that wheel, if you put it in that rut, it does line up perfectly. So go ahead, just grab this rut, press V, and go ahead and continue cultivating. So you know what, I actually might make this an hour. Because we're not even going to get the full field in, or probably just going to cut it short of this, do this off camera, and whenever I get ready to seed and record the next episode, I'll go ahead and record. But I'll probably do the rest of this off camera, but still got about 5 minutes. So. And you can, I don't know what the limit is anymore to how many hired workers you can have, but you can have quite a few hired workers. They will keep a straight line, but like I said, you'll get those cones at the bottom of your field. That's the tips of your field, whatever way he's running. Oh boy. Yeah, you see that? The pull on the tractor? It's kind of a, it is a really strong pull. That's got a really, really strong pull to it. Let's go ahead and get this flipped around. And you got this line right here, so we're just going to go ahead and follow this guy. And I'll go ahead and show... next episode probably on the expansion on the plow, like how you can expand the fields. So that's a little bit more in depth. It's more time consuming than anything to get your corners squared. And if you run with the fields off, you'll get a nice straight corner, and you'll get a nice straight feed every time here at the end. But like I said, It is all time consuming. Farming Simulator 15 is a grindy game at the start. Well, isn't pretty much any game anymore? Or a real grindy game at the beginning. And the better stuff you get, the easier it becomes. Alright, we're almost done with this field. Looks pretty good. I like that texture versus the in-game one. It's kind of playing FS13. It's kind of an old texture. It's one thing that I wish I would have improved. As you can see here, the tractor's pulling pretty hard. Trying to keep it straight, it's taking a little bit of concentration. I'll tell you guys what, as soon as we get about 100 grand, we will go ahead and get in a little bit into forestry. We'll get into forestry. Forestry is kind of fun. There's all kinds of forests around here. These little bundles right here, that's a forest. That's all forest up by the lumber yard. That's a forest you can cut. That's a forest you can cut. Those are forests you can cut. Every tree in the game is actually cuttable. So if you don't like a tree stand, just cut some bitch down. Because I know field 22 right here at the end of the field right over here, it's got some trees that the larger equipment gets stuck on. So. But right now we gotta worry about getting into a little bit of money. So right now we got 20 grand, so. Alright, 1 or 2 more passes and we ought to be done. This video might be almost an hour, somewhere in there. Ah, damn it! We're gonna have like an ass part of a swipe, half-ass part of a swipe. That's great. Pass. It's probably not even worth going over, but I'm going to. So. And the eggs, the chickens lay eggs kind of periodically. I think it's like 7 o'clock in the morning every morning they do, so obviously I missed it or whatever. Missed it for today. So now I'm not going to be too tedious about being too straight. So. But it looks like we do have enough time to get into showing off the plowing on how you can expand your fields. So like right here we've got a big grassy patch, which really we can expand if we want, but the plow is, like I said, it takes a lot of concentration to get a nice good straight shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave the plow like that, but what I'm going to do for plowing or creating a bigger field, what I'm going to do is keep it like that. You're gonna run with that on the inside of the field to the field. And why you're going to do that, look a little bit more inward. Get flush straight up. And then I'm going to drop this guy with it, the field crate off. Drag this guy up to about right here, even with the end of the field, and then press O. And as you can see, it is now creating a new field. But as you can see, it's got that V at the end of it. So that's what we got. That's the tedious stuff about plowing this one, fixing it. And as you can see, it's still tugging really hard. So I'm just going to kind of get that kind of sort of even. Turn it off so Because if the plow touches the ground, like right going through here, you get a real low zone, so the plow will sometimes hit the ground and you'll end up with a plowed spot of road. Yep, right there. You'll end up with a plowed spot of road. Okay, so for here, let me get this guy flipped around here. Let's get in reverse. Let's drop it with the field create off. Go ahead, pull him right up to here, turn it on, and let's go forward. Okay, so good enough. As you can see, we got kind of a funky section down here, but long story short, that's how you do it. We're going to come down here and do it too. Might make another pass, but that'll probably increase our yield a fair bit. So once again, come up right here, drop the plow in with it off, and then turn it on. Turn the field create on, and turn it off, lift it up. And let's turn it because we're going to need the that little ass end of it to catch that. Drop it with it off. Press O and drag forward a little bit. As you can see on this end, we're fairly straight. You can come in with a sower and clean it up if you really want. But I also have I do. I've got a GPS mod, so that's real nice. Which it'll help me. All the GPS mod does is help you make straight lines. So for example here, let's go ahead and get it control and period, turns it on. Control so we're gonna go ahead and pull this guy up, turn off my HUD. What I want to do is turn that 90 degrees. So let's go over here to course set and turn 90 degrees. Close course color. Okay, so this is about the line that I want to run. Actually, let's go over here. So let's go ahead and do my offset. Take it to a negative offset, so that blue line is where my tractor will be running. So if you go ahead and hit it, it'll line the tractor will line that stuff up. It's kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. So let's go ahead, turn that on, drop our plow, press O, and this guy will keep us driving straight as long as I don't touch my turning keys. It'll keep me straight, going on that blue line, whatever grid coordinate that is. So. Coming up on here, being careful I don't touch my A and D key. To steer, pull up right about there, turn off the thing, and whenever it does the dee, it means that the steering is turning down. So, okay, what the hell? I want to add offset and get a 0 offset, which I can see right now here. My offset's 0. So like I said, I want to be out here with this ass end touching on this field. So I'm going to go ahead and add offset, positive offsets to the right. run it all the way to the side of this lane. Let's go ahead back up. So yeah, it's oh boy. Yeah, okay, so this being on the edge, it's not really helping. Let's go ahead and do 2 offset. Set that guy down. Alright, so this looks like this will work. So, last but not least, after I've got my auto steer on, is make it to where it can go. Whoops. Yeah, I'm gonna have some cleaning up to do with whatever. It's all good. Yeah, I'll have to go through and get that patch. I took too much of a song. Too much of a bit off too much or whatever. Let's get right up here and line up, lift up, turn it off. Let's go ahead, turn our course. Let's minus the offset to 0. Alright, so I'm not, let's turn the plow. Yeah, this video is gonna run a little bit long. Whatever. About an hour. It's 15 minutes. Okay, so I've got my plow off. Let's go ahead and drop this guy. Right there does look like it will work. Let's turn on GPS, press O, create new field, and let's go ahead and create new field. I'm just going to go ahead and run this whole length to line up at the side real quick. But yeah, plowing and without this GPS on, kind of looking around. Oh, so that looks like that'll be not completely finished up yet, but I'll go ahead and do this. Turn our F1 on. Yeah, as you can see, this gets cluttered real quickly. This gets cluttered really quickly. Want to limit to fields, so that we will not create a field. Let's go ahead. There's our GPS. Drop them in right here. Allowed to create field and drop it. Alright, so it doesn't put that enough on that edge. So I'm going to go down here and grab this patch. But yeah, as you can see, I've expanded my field a fair bit without too much trouble. I'm just gonna go ahead and run this patch this way. As you can see, though, you can whoa boy. Sorry about that. I accidentally I like right clicked and I closed my game out. Okay. So let's go ahead and turn that off. Lift you up. Let's go ahead ahead and add some offset here. Let's go ahead and add 0.5 of an offset. Change our working width down to 2.5 meters. Okay, so what the hell? Alright, so I want it to be working off this direction, so I want to take my offset and put it off over here. So let's minus offset? Yes, there we go. Good. Go ahead, close out course play here. I don't want course play. Hold on, okay. Work this path. Let's see here. So 3.6 meters. I thought this was only a 2.5 meter plow, right? Okay. So I want to get over there. Let's go ahead and minus the offset. Alright guys, I'm going to finish up with this field. I'm going to wrap it up here for a how-to. It's an hour video. It's going to be a little bit less, probably right at an hour maybe. Like I said, I got that 5-minute break in there, so we're running an hour and 5 minutes right now. If you enjoyed this how-to, and it's going to be a how-to let's play kind of thing, it's going to be real basic stuff at first and teaching the game. So if you guys like, be sure to leave a like. If you're not already subscribed, be sure to leave a like for more content like this. I'll definitely be doing this as soon as I finish recording this. I'm going to start editing this video, so I'll get it up as soon as I can. But if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, leave a subscription if you're not already subscribed, as I said before, and leave a like. Be sure to leave a like. They really help out with getting videos more public, and I feel like that there's not enough videos out there for the really basic how-to stuff for different games. So I'll be doing that. I'll have regular stuff on. Might do some Battlefield 3. I might record some Battlefield 3 because Battlefield 3 is still a good time. If you get used to core and you can play core, it's a good time. But yeah, this is Task Force 1 signing off. Be sure to leave a like and see you guys next time. Peace out.